Okay, deep breath. Now for the ones that don't always play by the rules. Irregular verbs, present tense. Chapter 6 of Easy Spanish Step by Step.
Yes, the fun ones. The rule benders. The key concept here is often stem changing.
Where the middle part of the verb changes.
Exactly. But the good news usually is that the nosotros and vosotros forms often keep the original stem. They stay regular in that sense.
Okay, some consistency at least. So for our verbs, we see E changing to I, like cerrar to close.
Right. Yo cierro, tú cierras. Él cierra, but nosotros cerramos. Vosotros cerráis. Then back to ellos cierran. Same pattern for empezar to begin. Empiezo.
And O changing to U, like almorzar to have lunch.
Yep. Yo almuerzo.
And encontrar to find. Yo encuentro. Again, nosotros almorzamos, nosotros encontramos.
Even u to u. Jugar, to play.
You juego. It's like the stem vowel morphs, but only in certain forms. Okay. And verbs have similar changes. E to I, like intender, to understand.
Yo entiendo. And querer, to want. Yo quiero.
And O to U, like devolver, to return something.
Yo devuelvo.
And for verbs, the main one here is O to U in dormir, to sleep.
Yo duermo. Again, nosotros dormimos stays regular in the stem.
Phew. Okay, besides stem changes, there are also verbs with totally irregular yo forms.
Oh, yeah. This is where memorization really comes in. Caber, to fit. Ekep, saber, to know. Se, caer, to fall. Cago, salir, to leave. Salgo.
Wow. Dar, to give. Doy. Traer, to bring. Quetraigo. Estar, to be. We saw that one.
Valer, to be worth. Valgo. Hacer, to domec. Hago. Poner, to put. Pongo. Ver, to see. Vero. It's quite a list.
And some just have spelling changes in the yo form, like conducir, to drive.
It becomes conduzco or condenser to convince the pienso. It's often about maintaining the sound.
So lots of practice and exposure needed for these.
Definitely. And miamigoespañol.pdf chapter 6 throws you right in. Daily routines. Yo empiezo. Hago, pongo, se, salgo, estoy, caigo, veo. A mix of stem changers and irregular yos.
Playing tennis uses jugar. Tú juegas, but nosotros jugamos. Vosotros jugáis shows that nosotros, vosotros exception.
Store closing uses cerrar and encontrar. Mi hermana cierra, but nosotros cerramos. Ella encuentra, yo encuentro. Ellos empiezan. You see the pattern.
Lunch uses almorzar.
Yo almuerzo. Nosotros almorzamos, vosotros almorzáis. Understanding uses entender. Yo entiendo, tú entiendes, él entiende, pero nosotros entendemos.
Nosotros entendemos.
Wanting querer.
Yo quiero.
Tú quieres, él quiere, pero nosotros queremos. Returning.
Se devolve.
Devuelve, ellos devuelven, pero nosotros devolvemos, vosotros devolvéis.
Sleeping, dormir. Yo duermo, ellos duermen. But nosotros dormimos, vosotros dormís.
Then the pure irregular yos. Yo doy, yo traigo. Yo quepo, yo sé. No vale, yo no valgo, yo conduzco, intento convencer, yo convenzo.
And even addressing the professor formally, usted juega, usted cierra, usted entiende, using the third person singular form.
It's a real workout, but seeing them used so densely helps you start to internalize those tricky forms.
Okay, let's talk about ir sago and using it for the future. Easy Spanish, Step by Step, Chapter 7. This seems like a very common structure.
Oh, incredibly common. First, ir itself is irregular, as we just saw variations of. The present tense is
voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, vam.
You hear it all the time. Vamos a la ciudad, vas tú a la playa, ellas van a la tienda. Just simple going somewhere.
Exactly. And the going to future is built right off that. It's super easy. Form of ir plus the preposition a plus the infinitive of the main verb.
Literally going to do something.
Precisely. So van a cantar, they're going to sing. Vamos a decidir, we are going to decide.
Asking questions too. Van a cantar ellos. ¿A qué hora va a llegar? Vas a viajar.
Vamos a salir. It's a really straightforward way to express future plans or intentions, much simpler than the formal future tense sometimes.
The chapter gives another list of ir verbs too, like aceptar, apagar, arreglar, cambiar. Things you can now easily put into this future structure. Yeah, expands your ability to talk about what's next. And it mentions useful words like que and para. Plus, those time expressions with hacer.
Ah, right. ¿Cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? How long have you been studying Spanish?
And the answer form. Hace 6 meses que estudio. I've been studying for 6 months. Essential for talking about duration.
Okay, the scenario in miamigoespañol.pdf chapter 7 is friends planning a farewell party. Lots of future tense here.
You bet. Yo voy to the store. Yo voy a preparar food. Tú vas a dibujar a póster. Yo voy a pintar something.
Nosotros vamos a necesitar help. Vamos a cambiar the furniture. Ellos van a llegar later. Ellos van a arreglar the music.
Ellos van a la tienda. Te van a buscar lights. Te van a apagar the old ones. Vamos a decidir on games. Vamos a disfrutar.
Asking van a cantareros. ¿A qué hora va a llegar Carlos? It's all future-oriented.
And other verbs pop up too. Yo acepto. Yo manejo. Voy a explicar. Tú cruzas. No pares. Dobla. Yo marco. A number. Voy a confirmar. Espero que no llore. Voy a repasar. Yo necesito firmar. Tirar trash.
Then those Hasser questions come in. ¿Cuánto tiempo hace que Carlos trabaja? Answer. Hace 5 años que trabaja.
¿Cuánto tiempo hace que tú vas a clases de arte? Answer. Hace un año que voy.
And I'm voy a ir. ¿Vas tú a la playa? Sí, yo voy. Vamos juntos. Y vosotros vais a visitarnos. Sí, vamos a salir. Vas a viajar tú, quizás el próximo año.
It really demonstrates how central ear and this ear plus a plus infinitive structure are for everyday planning and talking about the future.
Let's move on to adjectives and adverbs, Chapter 8 of Easy Spanish Step by Step, adding color and detail.
Exactly, making descriptions richer. Adjectives describe nouns, adverbs modify verbs, adjectives or other adverbs, how, when, where, how much.
Starts with possessive adjectives.
Mimis, my.
Pucus.
Your informal, susus. He shares your formal there.
And nuestrosas, or vuestrosas, your plural informal Spain.
Gotta match the noun they describe.
Then demonstratives pointing things out. Estas osas. He's near me.
Es esos esas.
That those near you.
Aquel, aquellos, aquellas. Those over there, further away. Right. The chapter also points out some adjectives go before the noun, like bueno, good, and malo, bad. They even shorten sometimes buen and mal before a masculine singular noun.
In quantity adjectives, lots of these. Mucho osas, much many. Poco osas, little few. Bastante bastantes, enough.
Suficiente, suficiente, sufficient. Ambosas, both. Cada, each, every. This one doesn't change. Variosas, various, several.
Alguno, algunosas, some, many, algunas, the short form. Otrosas, otro another. Todoasas, a livery. Help specify amounts.
Also covered. Próximo, next. Único, only unique. Último, last. These often go before the noun too.
And then the tricky ones whose meaning changes based on position, before versus after the noun.
Yeah, like antiguo, old former, cierta, certain, sure, grande, gran, big, great, pobre, poor, financially poor, unfortunate, mismo, same self, viejo, old age, long standing. Position matters for nuance.
Nationality adjectives, usually after the noun, right? And they agree.
Correct. Un guía español, una guía española. Agreement is king.
Okay, adverbs. The common way is adding almente.
To the feminine singular form of the adjective, yes. Claro, claro, claramente, clearly. Rápido. Rápida, rápidamente. Rapidly. Fácil, fácilmente. Easily.
But there are others that don't follow that, like ahora, now, luego, later, todavía, still it, and tiar, day before yesterday.
Right. Standalone adverbs. And you compare adverbs using tan.
Yeah.
Como, as. Tan rápido como, as fast as.
Some adjectives can just be adverbs without changing.
Yes. Like alto, high, loudly. Bajo, low, quietly. Claro, clearly. Rápido, fast. You judge by the context. Is it describing a noun or modifying a verb?